Breaking news. Mercy Chinwo sues ex-manager EeZee Conceptz to court, orders his arrest over an alleged diversion of $345,000. EeZee charged to court for alleged diverting this morning, belonging to singer Mercy Chinwo. Equally, was also filed a lawsuit case by Judikay following independent auditor's report for diverting about $264,000. This case is getting hot. Watch how many Nigerians are reacting towards this, and don't forget to subscribe if you finish watching this video.
The renowned Nigerian gospel singer Mercy Chinwo has accused her manager Ezekiel Onyedikachukwu of misappropriating $345,000, which is roughly 540 million naira, in royalties from her digital platforms and concerts. Now, Mercy Chinwo alleges that Onyedikachukwu earned significant revenue from her online platforms and events without her knowledge or proper disclosure, and he failed to pay her rightful share from these earnings. Now, the case has drawn the attention of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, which disclosed that attempts to apprehend her manager have been unsuccessful. This prompted them to seek a warrant of arrest, which Justice Alexander Owoye approved. Now, the court has scheduled Onyedikachukwu's arraignment for the 24th of this month as investigations continue. Now, this case underscores the importance of transparency in artist management relationships and the legal protections that are truly available to arrest financial disputes in the entertainment industry. We'll take some tweets now. I absolutely love Mercy Chinwo. I mean, Chinedum was a jam. Do we have any tweets for this? This is her manager and this is her. One user says, way to go. It's better than using police to harass people on the street. The money is huge, very
now make una check waiting this same man EeZee Conceptz to make una check waiting in do the engineer, a musical producer few years ago.
Me and Mercy Chinwo, we dey sleep 5 a.m. wake up by 7 a.m. start working again till 5 a.m. back to back. All my hope now be say that time they tell me say I start the work on Mercy project, I dey get some kind millions, I dey get some kind, you know, they happy say you dey work, say the also way they put in,
he go pay.
He
don't do, he's okay, my brother. He's okay. Calm down.
You know what TB for you to don't put in work. You dey expect say with this work, everybody for your family could do all right. All this time I watch this thing they happen. Mercy, SS Love, don't they pitch?
You produce Excess Love, you produce Boy Kondo, you produce. I beg, give me a list of the songs.
Omeka Naya.
You
bless me on a regular. Receive it is your inheritance. Christ. You're an incredible God. Incredible God for Mercy Chinwo. All these songs now produced for Mercy Chinwo. My father gets stroke. I even call himself, tell him, say my father know well. If you get anything you can feel assist, just assist me so that I'll fit take care of my father.
Yes.
He said, say make I know what they say, you will be fine.
People wicked oh. Hi, this man Ezekiel Onyedikachukwu na him be Mercy Chinwo manager, na him still sign Mercy Chinwo. At the same time, this man wey just talk finish just now, this Dr. Roy, na him be Onyedikachukwu engineer, sound engineer for studio. Few years back, this guy come cry for Nedu studio, which is Honest Bunch. He cry for Nigerians. Nobody hear him. They think say in the chase clouds. But now, this same Ezekiel Onyedikachukwu don't do another one now. He don't siphon Mercy Chinwo 500 or something million naira from the deals where Mercy Chinwo don't get the event and the online social media platform money wey supposed come to Mercy Chinwo. This guy just siphon now. Now this will make me understand. Say this EeZee Conceptz na scammer, and I believe say no be only Dr. Roy, Mercy Chinwo him go don do this one too. Someday some people dey wey him go don do this one too, wey they no get voice to talk. Now everything go just die down. What of those upcoming artists wey dem go dey find who go help them blow? This man go don use them see shaky, go don use their eyes see shaky. God, you see this kind era no be waiting, they go dey wait make God intervene, because if na 1995 year 2000 1985 they go talk and say they won't leave am for God, make God intervene. But now a whole Mercy Chinwo don't want they use EFCC, they find this guy up and down, he won't arrest him. But I pray this guy, he no go fit chop this money go scot free, he go pay that money, because as I dey see that label so omo, that label na scammer in dey use am do, because now he don't do am to the first person, this one and the second person now, so he need to pay that money, so he better run go pay that money now. You see now he go talk say now that one na gospel studio, gospel musical studio, he dey run person straight for inside gospel musical studio for money. They know God o, they know God. Nowadays secular music don't even better pass, as I don't know as I go take compare secular music and gospel music nowadays. God, well, you know concern me sha, it concern me, so make una abeg share this video, make it for go far. This guy, that guy wicked though, seriously speaking, he wicked, no be say cho. So una need to share this video. I'll get me your talk. See you on my next video. Peace out.
Charles Apoki. The true test of your Christianity is how much you are ready to forgo, how much you are ready to lose in order that the name of the Lord be glorified. Unlike what we have today, that the true test of our Christianity is the display of how much we have, how much we are ready to, the degree to which we are ready to intimidate each other by flaunting wealth. And the true test of sometimes of our anointing is how much people can give to us. This is just a preamble to the video I want to make, appealing to two prominent young people in this country. One is my sister, Mercy Chinwo. I don't know her husband's name, Mercy Chinwo. I know she's married to a pastor. And EeZee Conceptz, her producer, former producer before she got married. I knew EeZee Conceptz from Abia State University when he was a student. I used to come to speak to them in the Eagles conference organized by Dr. Paul the Beloved. He's a senior officer in the correctional service in Nigeria. I knew them as students. And in fact, the word Eagle concept came from a discussion I had with him when he came to Ughellie for Word and Wisdom conference. And he listened to the message on Eagle. And I'm so proud of Dr. Paul the Beloved. I preached in his wedding. And I knew Mercy Chinwo on a closer contact through EeZee Conceptz. I went to speak to them twice during the Gospel Groove concert at the Hub Place in Port Harcourt. Big program. And subsequently, EeZee Conceptz invited me to speak to them. A small group GUC, Judikay, Mercy Chinwo, and Mercy Ekele, I hope I pronounced it right, and the team, the musical group under EeZee Conceptz in Lagos. And they were very, very nice, listened attentively. Now, a news flash was sent to me that the manager, that was what was used, the manager of Mercy Chinwo has been ordered to be arrested by a court over an alleged financial issue involving the manager, but I found out that it was the producer, EeZee Conceptz. And I dug a little bit into some of the details that I've been following for some months now. I know they went to EFCC in Ilorin. EeZee Conceptz was taken to Ilorin, according to my sources. And some amount of money was allegedly ceded to Mercy Chinwo. And there was a dispute over whether the catalog, I don't know what the technical term is, should be handed over to Mercy Chinwo. And the other person, EeZee Conceptz, is alleging that they had a contract to produce 3 albums, but only 2 were produced, and that Mercy Chinwo was going to shows and producing content without remitting finances to him. And they had, the reason I'm doing this video is that in their contract, they had a provision for out of court settlement. Is it backdoor or one thing in the contract? I know the case is in court, so I will not pass any categorical judgment, but that's what is on ground. I want to appeal to Mercy Chinwo. You are a great gospel artist, and a lot of people look up to you. And this era we are in, people are looking for reasons not to serve God. Number 2, people think that all that we do in ministry nowadays is centered around money, and you can't blame them. I want to appeal to you, man. I don't call you people my children. I'm old enough to be your fathers, to be a father to all of you. But I prefer to address you as adults. I want to appeal to you, man. Let us not give coal and flame for people to further burn the flag, the banner, the royal banner of Jesus Christ. The degree to which you love God and love Christ and his name is the degree of sacrifice you are ready to make for the sake of peace and for the name of the Lord to be glorified. People will be urging you on. Lawyers will want you to go to court. You will pay them now. They will make money. Those who didn't know how you started with EeZee will be urging you to push on to destroy him. I found out that you cannot destroy somebody who knows you very well, who 2 of you have related over the years, who contributed to giving you a platform to grow your career and your talent without destroying yourself and destroying the name of the Lord. I want to appeal to EeZee Conceptz. Don't ask for a pound of flesh because of what you deem as a breach of contract, allegedly. I will appeal to you that 2 of you should arrive at a compromise, an amicable settlement. The sums of money that are being mentioned, let me say something that you should hold very dearly. You will expose yourself to what might bring 2 of you down. You might expose yourself to what will bring 2 of you down. The same security agencies that are running around now might be the agencies that will pull you down. I know I'm speaking in coded language. These are financial matters. I want to beg our elders in the faith, somebody like Bishop Mike Okonkwo of Trem and any other Pentecostal leader that can intervene to call these two young people to a meeting and settle this issue out of court and amicably. If not, the name of the Lord will be further dragged into the mud. In fact, I don't know if my memory is still correct. Jesus did not encourage brethren to be dragging each other to court or using police to arrest each other. The gospel ministry, the gospel ministers' ministry is undergoing a lot of attack within Nigeria based on our own mistakes. One is allegedly in court for deleting his girlfriend and dissecting her into pieces. Mercy Chinwo, EeZee Conceptz, I appeal to two of you as an elder. Please let peace reign. Take this matter from court and settle amicably amongst yourself or between yourselves. Give up some things, take some things. EeZee, give up, take some things. Don't destroy each other. It will bring the name of the Lord to shame. I remain Dr. Apoki Charles, the area grandfather. Remember, I have a webinar coming up on the 7th and on the 8th, overcoming frustrations in life, career, marriage, business, and ministry. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. I have properties for sale. Send a message to that same number, +234 80 21 21 92 62. God bless you.
Hi, my name is Ezekiel. I participated directly in the mediation meeting of May 13, 2024 between EeZee Conceptz, Mercy Chinwo, representatives of Mercy Chinwo and Judikay. A few days prior, I'd been invited by a lawyer friend of mine who wanted me to provide context, industry insights concerning the disputes. And in all honesty, the conversation was around the transfer of master rights. I'm not privy to the prior events, but what I was told was that a certain gentleman had been arrested and they're negotiating the terms of a resolution. And one of the terms that he was kicking against was the transfer of the master rights from the label to the artist based on whatever disagreements they were having. So I attended that meeting at the residence of the Reverend gentleman, and there was also representatives of both artists. There was a lawyer that I found out eventually was EeZee's lawyer, and there was also Hilda Dokubo, in that meeting. And my position as an industry expert was basically simple. The issues can be resolved, they will be resolved through whatever process that all the parties agreed. As far as the master rights was concerned, I shared my thoughts to everybody sitting there that the master rights traditionally reside, with the record label. And I've not heard anything or seen anything that caused that conversation that should compel the label to give up, control of the rights to the artist. However, if the artist insists, if they want, the rights what they ought to do is to make an offer, do evaluation, exercise, establish the value of the catalog, and offer some kind of payment to the label that would have to consider that and determine whether they want to transfer, whether they want to sell or not. So it's really a matter of saying, okay, I want to buy the rights. How much are you going to sell it to me? From what I know, that is basically the standard practice. I reference the fact that at that particular time, Burna Boy and Spaceship, Entertainment, were in a conversation that made a bid to buy the rights, the master rights to, it's recordings that were put out under Aristocrats, around 2013, 2014, 2015-ish. And for me, that was the standard practice. People buy back their master rights if the labels are willing to sell. It's not something you bring in law enforcement or you compel someone, to sign out. The much
That's Kemi Talks Media. It's Saturday, the 18th of January, 2025. Let's talk about EeZee Conceptz and Mercy Chinwo. A few days ago, we saw Mercy Chinwo posting about this guy, saying that he's her former manager and he owes a lot of money in dollars to her. And there's a lot more stuff coming out of this story right now. And you know that we've been having this industry fights with regards to record labels and label deals and all that. We had Spyro, we had Shelly Poppy, we had, Shay Vibes. All these different things are coming up. And I've done a music seminar twice. And I've also told you guys that the music business is not for everybody. There's a lot you need to know before you even get into that business. Okay, let's get to Mercy Chinwo. So EeZee has replied Mercy and saying that she's a liar and that she got over $625,000 in royalties and payments and all that from his representation of her. Okay, so EeZee Conceptz is saying that Mercy should post her bank statements and let the world see it. That's not going to happen. And that, this is the disturbing part, that he was detained illegally by the EFCC last year for 9 days or something like that. And they extorted him of $275,000. I hope you know that the EFCC is just an extortion agency. They'll tell you they're giving you bail or administrative bail. They're just extorting you. They'll take the money from you and they'll never call you back for any court. And the case just goes away. Now, this is another thing we need to look at. If VDM is still doing EFCC investigations, you should be looking at this and why this guy, EeZee Conceptz, was extorted of $275,000 because of yet another incident where Mercy had him arrested. Now, EeZee Conceptz says that Mercy is using her power to intimidate him by using law enforcement agencies and everything. I hope this is not true because this doesn't look good for Mercy Chinwo and it doesn't look good for her image. People always using money to harass other people and using police to do that. Okay, now the $625,000 that Mercy has earned while this guy was managing him that he claims, has been shown in receipts, and he wants her to post her bank statement. And I wouldn't post my bank statement to start with, but Mercy now has to respond to these allegations. Guys, what's going on in the music business? Do you know royalties? And this is disturbing because this doesn't look good for Mercy Chinwo. EeZee Conceptz is saying that they have a 50-50 ratio, in royalties. Nobody does that. Royalties is usually 70, 30, 60, 40, but half and half. Mercy has to tell the truth and come forward about this because it does not look good for her.
Mercy Chinwo's father has finally come out to speak his own truth about the issue going on between Mercy Chinwo and her former record label, EeZee Conceptz. Pastor who happens to be Mercy Chinwo's father in the Lord. If you know Mercy Chinwo very well, you will know that this is the person she has taken as her father in the religious industry. He's a preacher of the gospel and a lover of Jesus Christ, Apostle Ansem Madaboko. He has narrated how he has tried countless times to intervene and resolve the issue between Mercy Chinwo and EeZee Conceptz, but EeZee Conceptz did not want quite a very peaceful resolution from his actions. In short, at one of the meetings, he had to walk away from them, showing that he is actually the one who doesn't really want the peaceful resolution. And that was why Mercy Chinwo decided to take the whole matter to court and even involve EFCC. Anyway, guys, I'm going to allow you to listen to everything he has to say and see the perspective of Mercy Chinwo's father. And if his perspective is correct, then Mercy Chinwo is actually right for taking this whole matter to the court and to EFCC. But before you watch, hello, if you're new here, hi, this is Quick View Sports, your Africa Star Tour Room with celebrity stories you would love to watch. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on your bell notification so you get notified the next time we upload another amazing video. Apostle Ansem, in a public writings he made, signed by him, he said that the first attempt to reconcile Mercy Chinwo, her boss EeZee Conceptz, was in 2022. And in that 2022, that was when he became aware of a growing dispute between Mercy Chinwo and Ezekiel, thank God. Determined to foster peace between them, he invited both parties to his home for a reconciliation meeting. Esteemed gospel minister Choma Jesus was also present at that time. According to him, when the meeting was holding on, they spoke, but somehow they couldn't really reach a peaceful resolution because there were so much misunderstanding and discrepancies, because Mercy Chinwo is saying that EeZee Conceptz is not remitting his own part of the agreement, the 50-50 agreement, to her, that she doesn't agree that he's giving her 50% of her earning. According to what he continued to write, that EeZee Conceptz said that it is 50-50 he's giving Mercy Chinwo. But as the matter continued, they realized that EeZee Conceptz was not really, being transparent. Yes, let's use that word, because Mercy Chinwo said, if you say it is 50-50 you're giving me, bring out the document, the whole document. Let's see how much the record level is netting in. You can't just give me money and say it is 50-50. Mercy Chinwo wants to know exactly how much is coming into the rebel, but the EeZee Conceptz boss is not allowing that to happen. According to Apostle Ansem, that they didn't reach any resolution and the matter continued. And when both parties saw that they were not reaching any conclusion, they resolved that they would invite an independent audit. And the second meeting, an effort to reconcile them, happened in 2023, according to the apostle. Then at that point, the independent auditing firm, Olatunji, Fanny Fossey and Co. were also present alongside key stakeholders, including Mercy Chinwo, Ezekiel Onyedikachukwu, Pastor Temple Odoko, that is Judikay's husband, because Judikay is also having issue with her former record label, the same person as Mercy Chinwo. After Harrison, that it was collectively agreed that all relevant documents would be provided to the auditors to ensure transparency and accountability. So on the other part, after they all agreed that this independent auditing firm are going to go through the whole document and be sure that nobody is cheating another or nobody is defrauding the other. Unfortunately, according to them, along the line, the apostle revealed that Mr. Ezekiel, Mercy Chinwo's former record label boss, abandoned the process just shortly after the meeting, despite his persistent effort to reach out to him, to call him, and even let him do the things, even dropping messages. But Mercy Chinwo's former boss was not even picking his calls or even replying to his messages. And he went further to withdraw and withheld Mercy Chinwo's royalties for 2 years, thereby compounding the whole dispute. And this was actually what crippled the whole effort for a peaceful resolution. Then in 2024, another attempt was made to resolve the whole issue. But somehow in 2024, the unresolved matter had escalated to the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC. And that was when Mr. Ezekiel realized the gravity of the situation. According to Apostle Ansem, that Ezekiel now reached back to him, approaching him once again and pleading for his intervention. He later admitted that his previous mistakes and requested that Mercy and Judikay withdraw their cases from the EFCC, allowing him to mediate. And he agreed to as he had always done, and they brought out the issue from the EFCC. Then Apostle Anselm revealed that without even thinking it twice, in good faith, he convened another meeting involving Pastor Bless, who is Mercy Chinwo's husband this time around, Pastor Anselm, Judikay's husband, Ezekiel's legal representatives, and other key stakeholders. During this meeting, Ezekiel agreed to grant Mercy and Judikay the right to an independent audit. The responsibility for this audit was entrusted to Pearson Consulting Limited. But along the line, frustration of the audit process started. According to him, he said initially Ezekiel cooperated with the process. However, he later received reports from Pastor Anselm, who is Judikay's husband, and he revealed that Ezekiel had begun obstructing the auditing process by refusing to give the auditors all the documents they needed to help in the importance of transparency and keep everything in the public. So while he was keeping all this frustrated, it was then that Mercy Chinwo and Judikay, including their husbands, were like, "Ben, we're tired of this. Let's just go legal." Since it's obvious that Mr. Ezekiel was not forthcoming. According to Apostle Anselm, he went further to say that all effort to mediate and resolve this matter peacefully were hindered by Ezekiel's action. As a father, my role has always been encouraging and understanding fairness and reconciliation. However, resolution is only possible when all parties are willing to cooperate. Mercy Chinwo's father concluded by saying that in appeal for resolution, it remains his sincere hope and prayer that this matter can still be resolved in the spirit of love, humility, and faith. As children of God, he said, we are called to seek peace and uphold integrity in all our dealings. May wisdom prevail, and may this situation serve as a reminder of the importance of transparency to people who go into business and contracts with artists and in other aspects of life. Well, honestly, if what Mercy Chinwo's father has said is true, withholding Mercy Chinwo's royalties for 2 years is quite a very big one. That is, if this information is correct. But we believe that somebody like this will not come out and say what is not correct. It's just a belief. It doesn't really mean that it is completely correct. But as at this time, this is what Mercy Chinwo's father has said about the whole issue. Anyway, guys, I would like you to let me know your own opinion in the comments below. But at the time of making this video, Mercy Chinwo has sued her record label boss, and guys, the whole matter is in court, and they've granted a warrant to arrest EeZee Conceptz boss, Mr. Ezekiel. And once the matter continues to unfold, we'll get to know what happened and how it went down. Don't forget